Well, welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel. We're outside today doing some work that has been bothering me for a couple weeks now, actually. So let me show you the job for today and probably some of tomorrow. We got a lot of work to do. So right down here, this is where I normally park my truck actually, but we had a big storm a couple weeks ago. We've had a lot of things going on, repairs inside the house and other things, and I haven't been able to clean this up. But we had a big storm come through, and this tree right here fell over halfway and got hung up there in that up in that maple tree. We had this big tree right here. This is an oak that broke off up there, and then another tree, I don't know if you can see it back in here, that broke off when that one fell and hit it. And so that's all laying down here on the ground. We got a big tree laying out here. And then another top of the other tree laying out into the field. And I know that it's going to be time to harvest soybeans here pretty soon, and he's going to want this out of his field. So I also have a little bit of cleanup to do. This basketball hoop has been sitting here since we moved in. It needs to go down to the road. Somebody might want to take it, or maybe the trash will take it. I'll cut it up or something, but we need to get this out of here. It's time to sharpen this, make it a little easier and safer for me here. So this little bin I've made here, I always keep a marker in there, the grease gun, all the chain tools and all that good stuff. And then this is the chainsaw sharpening system that I have kind of settled in on. I've used just about everything, grinders and freehand and different guides and electric things and mounts, all this other stuff. This is amazing. It's a steel brand, but it'll work on anything that has the same. You can get them in any size. So it'll tell you which way to go. Tooth this way, chainsaw this way, tooth this way. It tells you, and it does everything. It does the rakers or the depth guides. It has the round file for the gullies and the teeth, and it just does the whole thing, one swipe. So give it about 3 on each tooth. So I like to do this every other tank of gas. I know some guys will really run it every tank of gas and touch it up. That's fine too. The sharper your chain is, the easier your work is. So the trick to really being able to cut a lot of wood in a day is keeping this chain sharp. So the nice thing about using this guide is you get a very similar angle and edge on every tooth, which helps to prevent your chain from, it'll start to curve in the logs. So once you, if you get one side sharpened differently than the others, well, certainly not a bad few hours worth of work here, and you can't really beat it. The tree fell right here. I didn't even have to cut it down really. Cut it up into logs right here, split it right here, stacked it right here. This is about as efficient as I think you can get. Now, of course, once this seasons, this will be next year's wood. We will move this into the garage so it's ready to burn. It's close by in the wintertime. I don't want to have to walk all the way out here. This is, you know, a good 60-70 yards away from the house. So, well, heating with wood is certainly a lot of work, but I tell you one thing, moving out here to the woods has made all the difference. This is the place to be, the place to live if you want to heat with wood. Our old property had a very young forest. There was barely any trees that I took out of our property because they were young. They were not any hardwoods really. I mean, there was a few, you know, soft maples and stuff in there. Obviously I didn't want to cut those down because of maple syrup, but here we have an entire forest filled with oak trees, cherry trees, and it is just loaded. And you know, part of God's design, I think, for these things, you know, these trees that blew over, these were the weakest ones. There was rot in them. There was you know, ants or bugs or something else had eaten them out, and they blow down. And so now this will become heat for us, as well as all the little scraps and branches and leaves and all that stuff that will break back down, and you know, food for all the bugs, and compost right into the soil and provides nutrients for the other trees. We've opened up a space of light here, so all the younger trees will grow up faster, and it's just the way it works. It's really, you know, it's designed really well. Certainly lots more cleanup. This is not even close to all the wood. This is just that one small tree. The two large pieces that are in the field I still haven't gotten to. we'll have to cut those up another day. It took about 5 hours worth of work to get where I'm at right now. So it was an afternoon yesterday for a few hours, and then this evening today. And so it is a lot of work, but it is well worth it when you get that fire burning in the house. There's nothing like it. Heating your house with wood, there's nothing cheaper other than your time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed a little wood cutting and splitting today. There'll be lots more of this to come. We'll dig into a few more of the chainsaws that I use and how we maintain them and care for them and other things. If you have questions about anything, let us know down in the comments. Of course, don't forget to hit thumbs up on today's video, and of course subscribe if it's your first time here. I'd love to have you tag along. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.